Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
There are a lot of exciting things that can happen on a first date. You could maybe go skydiving together. That'd be exciting. You could find out that they're just as into Jello wrestling as you are. That's another exciting thing. Or the police could get involved. That's always fun.
That's not,
and
actually.
Apparently, that's what happened on Miranda's first date, who's on the phone to do a second date update right now. We'll get into that in just a second. But what's up, Miranda? How are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
Are we like on a collect call from a correctional service right now?
From home.
Okay, house arrest. I get it.
No, it's the other way around.
All right.
Oh, no.
We'll get into the cop thing in just a second. But first, tell us about the dude you want to call today. What's his name?
His name is Will.
Will, all right. And how did you meet Will?
I met him on Tinder, actually.
Okay.
So it's no wonder cops got involved then, I guess. That makes sense.
What stuck out about Will on Tinder?
Oh, he was adorable. I mean, he was cute. It seemed like we would have a lot in common. And then we met up, and he was just as cute in person.
Okay, so you liked him a lot.
I did. I sure did. We talked a couple times, and then I've been dying to see this movie, and he agreed to go with me. And, yeah, it seemed to be going pretty well for a while.
So a movie date, that's always, I mean, that's a good date, right? Nothing crazy, but...
Yeah, he was like a gentleman. You know, he bought popcorn and, you know, was really cute and sweet, and it seemed to be going really well.
Did you guys get a chance to talk? Because sometimes that's hard with movies.
Yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit before. We knew we had a couple minutes before the movie started. You know, trailers are always like 40 minutes long, as long as the movie. So we chatted a little bit before, just drinking and snacking. And then we went in, and, yeah, it was just really cool. And then it went downhill.
Okay, so let's get into the downhill part.
Yeah.
Your email mentioned the police, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the movie was great. He was totally sweet, like, you know, putting his hand on my arm. Like, I got a little emotional at the end, and he was so sensitive and really just cool. And so, of course, it kind of turned me on. And, you know, he was going to drive me home afterwards because I had to get to work early the next day. And we just started making out in his car just down the street from my apartment.
Oh, my
And
God. It's like you're 16 all over again. You went to a movie, and now you're making out in a car.
it was so cute. It was adorable. And literally, like, we're so carried away. And then all of a sudden there was a knock on the window, and it scared the crap out of me.
Oh, my God. The police were there?
Oh, yeah.
did they think you guys were, like, hooking up in public or something?
Yeah. Well, indecent. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't indecent exposure. No, it was just like, hey, you guys can't do this here. You know, it's a residential area. And so he was really cool. But then he was just like, you know, we just need to run your IDs and just make sure you're not, like, you know, trying to do something else. And we're like, oh, okay. And so the police just ran my ID, came back, and then ran Will's ID and came back and asked him to get out of the car.
Shut up! What did they find?
Get a warrant?
Honestly, I have no idea, but I was like kind of freaking out. And then all of a sudden, like, he went around to the car and they cuffed him and they took him away. I got out of the car and was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And the cop was just like, I'm not at liberty to discuss this with you, ma'am. You'll have to take it up. Anyway, so he was taken off and I went home.
Wait.
What are you
Weren't you in his car? Like you were stranded, or did you?
I was in his car. I mean, we were only like a block from my house. So, you know, the cop said, you know, do you need a ride home? How are you going to get home? And I was like, well, I'll just walk.
Oh, my gosh.
Did you get to give him a goodnight kiss before you walked home, or were they not cool with that?
No, that was it.
Okay, wait. Why do you want to call this guy again? Because, I don't know, getting arrested on your first date, kind of a red flag.
I know, but then I thought to myself, it could be a bunch of parking tickets or something like a serious crime. And I want to give him the benefit of the doubt because it was so out of left field from his personality and the way he acted all night, like such a gentleman. So I thought maybe if I could find out.
So you liked him enough that despite him being arrested, you still want to try to go out with him again?
Yeah, I haven't heard from him at all. I mean, I texted him a couple of times and then I called him, but I haven't heard back. So I don't know if he's still locked up or he's just embarrassed.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Huh.
I guess we'll play a song and we'll dial that phone number that you have and see if he picks up. If not, then maybe you can, I don't know, search some sort of registry or somewhere to see if you can get some visitation time. I don't know.
I'd just like to know if this guy is, you know, a crazy serial killer or if he just got caught up in the wrong thing at the wrong time.
Okay,
all
yeah,
right.
that's good.
Well, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update right after this, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Miranda is on the phone to do a second date update, and if you missed the first part, Miranda likes the bad boys. Or at least one bad boy. But we don't know how bad he is. She went out with a dude named Will to the movies. After the movie, he was driving her home. They ended up parking near her house and making out for a while, and then cops knocked on the window because they thought they might be doing something else in the car. Anyway, long story short, they ended up running their IDs. She was cool because she doesn't have any warrants or hasn't broken the law. But her date, Will, ended up actually getting arrested. And she ended up walking home, and she hasn't spoken with him since. So we're about to get him on the phone. Well, see if we can get him on the phone. And then find out why he's not calling her back. And hopefully find out why he got arrested. I really want to know that. All right, Miranda, are you ready?
I am so ready.
Are you sure you want to do this? Because you're like, well, maybe it's just speeding tickets or he's a serial killer. I feel like if that's even an option, you should just move on.
I know, but he's like the first guy that I've connected to in a long, long time. And I just want to know what happened.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if he picks up. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, I was looking for Will.
Yeah, this is Will.
Will, how you doing, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay. What's going on?
Not much. I'm calling you today because we actually had one of our listeners email us about you.
Okay.
Her name is Miranda.
Oh.
All right. And we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. So Miranda emailed us saying that she'd really like to go out with you again, but you haven't answered any of her phone calls or texts. And she was trying to figure out why.
Yeah, that was kind of a tough experience. So, yeah, I just haven't called her back.
But
She told us about your date, but I kind of want to hear from your perspective. Did you like your time with Miranda?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But, I mean, did she tell you about the whole date?
She did. And again, I want to hear it from your perspective, though.
I mean,
She told us about the movies, and then she told us about how you guys were, parked in the car making out, and then she told us about how the police showed up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you really want me to talk about this on the radio? The cops showed up. It was kind of rough.
Yeah.
But you're on the
sounds
phone
like it.
with us now, so you're not locked up. It can't be that bad.
Well, I don't know how comfortable I feel, like, sharing everything. I mean, I thought Miranda was a really cool girl, and I thought we had a great time.
Yeah, and
Well-
she said she had a great time as well, but she's just... Obviously, if you get arrested on a first date, somebody's going to have questions. Yeah.
And can you even imagine that she would even want to go out with you again? Like, if you went out with a girl and she got arrested, you probably wouldn't call her back. Like, she's obviously a forgiving person.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that she called you guys or emailed you guys because they literally took me away in cuffs. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of shocked, but I think we really got along, and there was chemistry for sure, like more than any girl I've had in a long, long time. I haven't really been dating much, but
I mean, you're answering the phone now, and she's tried to reach out to you. Why not just call her back if you liked her so much?
because there's more to it. Like, I made a bad mistake a while ago, and I'm still paying for it. And regardless of how much I like Miranda and how good of our date went, like, it's not going to go well because I'm going to have to pay for the mistakes I've made, and it's all coming back on me now. So just so she knows, I don't know if you're going to get back to her or anything, but, like, it's not like I did anything horrible. Like, there's no, like, nobody got hurt, nobody got, hit or anything like that.
Hit?
Do you mean hit like physically, or like you're a mobster and you're talking about like, you put
I
a
like
hit
that.
on somebody?
No, meaning like punched or any, like there was no violence. It was a stupid thing that I did that like nobody got hurt at, like victimless. That's the word.
But why don't
Victimless,
why
okay.
don't you just tell her? Like, she's obviously a forgiving person. She had put serial killer as one of the options that you got arrested for. Like,
If no one got hurt, right, then shouldn't be a big deal.
Obviously, I'm not a serial killer. I'm out right now, but I'm gonna have to go away for a while. So like
What?
the idea of dating someone or that's just not gonna happen for me. Like next year or so, 2 maybe.
what?
It's not going to be a
Dude,
thing. Like, I
what did
can't.
you
It's not even a
do?
possibility.
Okay, and there's no way you can tell us what you did?
Come on, can we guess?
You guys, this is not a game. This is serious. Like, I don't want to share what I did. It was stupid. I was
Well, checks.
I was an idiot.
If you won't share it with us, will you share it with Miranda? Because she's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Miranda, you still there?
Hi, Will.
Oh my God.
How are
I
ya?
can't believe this. Hi. I'm Miranda. I'm so sorry because I thought you and I had like an amazing time together, and I thought we had chemistry, and it's just horrible luck and stupidity on my part.
Well, people mess up. They make mistakes all the time, and it seems like it's not like you murdered somebody.
No, I didn't. I didn't do anything. No one got hurt. Like,
Tell us.
I just feel like I've waited so long to meet somebody, and we had such a great connection. So if you messed up, I mean, that happens. I just feel like if you just tell us what happened, what you did, I can look beyond that.
I just took it. I was trying to take advantage of a monetary situation that I thought was going to go the right way, and it didn't. It went bad, and
Did you always know that you were making an illegal decision when you were doing it?
when it started off, it seemed like no one's going to know and no one's going to get caught. It was like an innocent thing that like no one's going to miss this, and I was wrong. I was an idiot. But I mean, Miranda, like, just so you know, I got to go away for at least 18 months. I'm not going to be able to date anyone. That's why I didn't call you, because I'm so embarrassed that there's just nothing I can do about this.
When you say you can't date anyone else, I mean, no, I don't want you dating anyone else. I want you dating me.
Whoa.
I don't think that's what
What?
I meant.
Are you serious?
You can tell from a first date.
Wait.
So even though Will has to go to jail for at least 18 months, you still want to date him?
I've waited this long, and I really have not had a connection this strong with anyone. I can look past this.
So you're trying to make
But
it
you don't even
official?
really know fully what Will did.
Well, nobody was hurt. There weren't bodies lying anywhere. So I feel like
That's what he
Good
says.
standards.
I mean, you're believing a guy who got arrested on your first date and never called you. Like,
I don't think you understand how bad it is dating right now.
I don't
Apparently.
think I do.
Will, what do you think about all that?
Miranda, I'm blown away. Like, I think you and I had such a great connection. I just can't believe that. I am so happy that you feel that way, because I promise you, I wasn't a bad guy, and I will tell you, like, eventually what I did, and you won't think it's that big of a deal. But I can't ask you to wait for me when I'm behind bars.
Yeah.
Well, it's my life. It's not like you can tell me who I can fall in love with.
Oh.
I'll wait for you.
Wow.
Hey, Will, when do you have to report?
13 days.
13 days. Okay. Well, between now and 13 days, would you like to go on a second date with Miranda? We will pay for it.
I would love it. It would be the greatest thing ever.
You should probably go on more
Okay.
than
Yeah,
one.
seriously. You should just date. You should just like move in and for the next 13 days.
I'd be happy to do that.
Wow.
So wait, so you like the idea of her waiting for you. You just don't want to ask her to do that.
I could never ask her to do that, but if she feels the same, like, I feel strongly about Miranda, but I couldn't believe that she really like felt as strongly about it as me, but she felt the same thing I did.
Yeah.
But I totally understand that if you change your mind in the next 13 days or whenever that you don't want to do this, I totally understand. Like, I wouldn't fault you for walking away from me.
Will, you don't have to say that, because I know I want to be by your side, and you can take that all the way to the bank. I mean, unless you have issues with the bank.
Yeah, you don't really even know what it is. Well, congratulations,
Oh my God.
Will and Miranda. I guess you guys
Wow.
are going to go out on another date.
Oh, that's
And then, Will, you're going to report for your other date that you have coming up. And maybe conjugal visits from now until the next 18 months.
Oh.
That sounds amazing. I didn't even think that was possible.
oh my God.
Guys, thank you so much. Even though I don't know what exactly went down, like, you made it happen. You made the connection happen. So I'm so excited. Thank you.
This
Yeah.
is like the weirdest start to a love story ever.
I know. And, Will, when you can finally talk about it, will you guys get back to us and let us know?
Seriously.
Well, I mean, depending on what's in the testimony or what's left out of the testimony, I will totally tell you.
All right. Sounds great. We'll talk to you in about 18 months then.
Maybe earlier.
Yeah,
already.
depending on behavior.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592. It says, sounds like embezzlement. Everybody's just trying to figure out what happened. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Miranda wanted to call a dude named Will. They went out and saw a movie, and he actually ended up getting arrested on their date. They were parked and kind of making out. Cops stopped him, checked their IDs, and he got arrested right there on the spot. She didn't hear back from him. We got him on the phone and found out that he's going to be locked up for 18 months and didn't think it'd be fair to ask her to wait for him. But she didn't care and said that the rest of the dating pool is horrible and she's willing to wait for him for 18 months while he's locked up.
I thought that people would think it's like kind of a twisted love story, but most people are texting in about how desperate she seems.
Yeah, a little bit. Remember, it was only their first date he got arrested, and she's like, I'll wait for you. Doesn't matter.
Over a year.
That's just how bad the
Yeah.
dating pool is. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Sometimes you go out on a date, and then after that date, you're waiting for them to call. You're like, oh my God, are they ever going to call me? You wait like a week, 2 weeks, and you just sit there by the phone and wonder if they're ever going to call you back, and it's the worst. Well, Trevor has been waiting for a phone call from the girl he went out with for 10 years. So
Trevor?
I'm hoping that phone call will still come, but I don't think it is. That's why he wants to do a second date update today. What's up, Trevor?
How's it going, guys?
Pretty
my
good. So
God.
you want to do a second date update with somebody that you went out with 10 years ago.
I do, but let me tell you the story because, it makes sense.
Okay, because right now all I picture is you sitting by a phone with cobwebs, like gathering around you as your hair grays.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. I mean, it's close to that bad. But it's not that bad.
So tell us the story.
Okay, so yeah, basically, there was this girl in high school, and her name was Brittany, and she was cute, but she was a grade above me, and I would just kind of gawk at her all the time when I was a freshman, and I totally was all about this girl.
And you were not in her league, obviously.
No, not even close. I mean, I did karate, and if you do karate after
Yeah.
high school.
If you do karate in high school, you're that dude for sure. Please don't tell me you wore your gi to school.
Karate Kid?
Exactly. But yeah, she was so out of my league. And I just remember one time after school, after 6th or 7th period, she came up to me and she asked me if I wanted to do a study session with her.
Whoa.
And I could not believe that this girl was talking to me or wanted to spend time with me.
Yeah, did you turn around and be like, is there someone behind me that she's talking to right now?
Yeah, no, I think my first words were not even words. They were just sounds. They were just I just spat.
Did you eventually muster a yes out of that?
I eventually mustered a yes.
Good.
And I just assumed that she wanted me to go to her house, but she was actually my parents are having a thing. Can I go to your house?
Uh-oh.
And I was again, unbelievably flustered, and I didn't even get my parents' permission. I just said yes. I said absolutely. And I remember the first time that I had ever had a girl alone in my house without my parents there, and it was just going to be the two of us having a study session.
Okay, wait, I'm confused. Why did the most popular girl in the school ask you, who she apparently had never talked to before, to study with her?
I was a freshman, but I actually was in her geometry class.
Oh.
So people used to ask me for help all the time because I was, the smart kid, the younger kid in this one class in a grade
So
above.
you were the dude that I always try to sit next to. So that I could just look over and get your answers on tests.
Right, but just during the test you want to sit next to me, not for the rest of the class.
Other than that, I did not want to know you at all. But
I do want to say, though, that I'm a better person now. I'm cooler now than I was. Anyway.
so she came over to your house, and then what?
So she came over to my house, and I remember it like it was yesterday because I was sitting in our living room. I felt like it was pretty awkward, but it was kind of going along pretty well. And I was quizzing her on some stuff, and then just time went by so quickly. And I remember before I knew it, I was like, oh my God, she has to leave now or pretty soon. And so I panicked. I went into the other room and I called my mom, and I asked her, what do I do?
You called your mom to help you make a move on a girl that was at your house.
I didn't know what else to do. And you know what she said? I remember she told me that I needed to make a veggie plate for her to make her feel more comfortable.
That's mom's go-to move, is making a veggie plate?
Trevor, no girl can resist a veggie plate. I remember that's how your father got me.
Oh my God, Trevor, you didn't do that, right?
Of course I did.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. I went into the refrigerator. I took out the celery and the carrots and pickles.
And pickles. Nice. Interesting.
Pickles don't belong on a veggie plate.
I didn't care. I literally just went into the refrigerator and I looked for anything green and I put it in a bowl.
Was she impressed by your veggie plate?
No. I remember walking in and asking her, would you like some vegetables? And she said, no, I have to go. And she packed up her stuff in her backpack and she got out of there. And I
Trevor, that's...
have not talked to her.
Please tell me you called your mom after and just cussed her out like a veggie plate. Mom, are you serious?
You ruined it.
I thought about that actually, yeah.
So have you really been thinking about this day for 10 years?
No. I mean, it's like popped up a couple of times since then, but it's just like a funny story that my friends and I have laughed about. I mean, like, it's like the veggie plate story.
Yeah.
But recently, I just saw on Facebook that she's now single.
Oh, okay.
So
she's single and you're ready to pounce.
10 years.
I'm ready to pounce just without the vegetables this time.
Okay. Good.
Does she remember even who you are?
I got her number from a mutual friend of ours, but I have no clue.
Okay. So we'll all be finding out if she remembers you together in the other half of your second date update.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what to expect. I'm preparing for the worst. I would assume that she would not know who I am anymore, but
All right.
we're going to figure it out.
We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Thanks, guys.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
It's not every day that you get to reconnect with your high school crush. I've reconnected with my high school crush on many occasions. She just doesn't know it, really. I go through her trash every Tuesday. But this is not about me right now. This is about Trevor, who's on the phone for a second date update. We're about to call Brittany, a girl that he went to high school with. He had a crush on her in high school. They actually ended up studying together. And during their little study session, he was nervous about what to do because there was a girl around. So he called his mom to ask for advice on how to be smooth with the ladies. His mom told him to make a veggie plate.
Oh, Mom.
So he made a veggie plate and came out, and she said, no, thank you, I have to go. And they haven't really ever talked since. But recently, he saw her on Facebook, and she's single now. So he wants to try to rekindle their love, if you can even call it that, with a second date update. Trevor, this will be the first that she's hearing about you since that day?
Yeah, that's correct.
And you guys didn't hang out again after your one study session while you were in high school?
No, we didn't even talk.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so nothing. So this is going to be completely out of the blue for her.
Yeah, I have no idea if she'll even remember me.
And
Perfect.
can I ask you, was she a stereotypical hot girl in high school where she was a jerk, or was she actually really nice?
I think she was pretty nice. She was well-liked. I think that's why she was popular.
Yeah, other than turning down a veggie plate.
Yeah. Who
All right.
does that?
Yeah.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Is this Brittany?
Yes?
Hi, Brittany. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Oh my God. Okay. Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
Hi, Brittany.
Not much. What are you all doing?
We're just hanging out, figured we'd give you a call and check in and see how your day's going.
Okay. Why are you calling me?
It's a great question.
Well, I want to talk to you about something for a second. It's something you might not even remember.
Okay.
It happened back when you were in high school.
Oh gosh. Is this for real or is this a prank?
No, this is not a prank. This is for real.
Okay, this is a little different, but okay.
So there was a dude named Trevor that you went to high school with. Do you remember a guy named Trevor?
Trevor. In my class?
Yeah, let me see if I can jog your memory a little bit, okay? So you guys went to high school together. I guess he was in one of your classes. And one day you guys studied together.
Okay. That still could be a lot of people.
Well, I'm thinking you might remember studying with this guy. He was a freshman and you were a sophomore.
Okay.
And I guess you guys had geometry together.
Okay.
And one day after school, you went over to his house to study.
Okay.
Okay, nothing yet?
Almost there.
Remembering Trevor?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, the only other way that I think I could get you to remember him is he tried to impress you with a veggie tray.
Oh my gosh.
Got it just
So
rang
you
a
remember
bell.
you remember the veggie tray?
I do remember that.
Oh.
That was the karate guy.
The karate veggie tray guy, yeah. So, and Trevor actually emailed us
God.
because he wanted us to get a hold of you because he had a
way.
huge crush on you in high school, and I guess still kind of has a crush on you and saw you on Facebook the other day and wanted to see if you'd go out with him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you for real?
I am 100% serious, yeah.
He told us the whole story about how you asked him to study, and it was like, seriously, the most memorable moment of all of his high school career.
Oh God. Oh my God, that's so weird.
Were you interested in Trevor in high school, or was that just a study session for you?
I just needed to pass geometry, and he was the smart guy. There's no doubt. He was a smart kid.
Was it obvious that he liked you, though?
I don't know. I mean, he was younger, so you know how it is. Like the younger guys, look up to the older girls.
Right. And as a sophomore, you don't want to date a freshman. I mean, come on.
Yeah, this whole thing was so long ago. I kind of remember that afternoon. It would be hard to forget with the veggie tray. But, it didn't get like totally weird until the next day when his mom called me.
Wait.
His mom called you?
Yeah. Oh my God. I've never told anybody about this. Yes. His mom called me and she told me that Trevor had been like really, really upset and crying in his room.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
And was just all devastated. And she wanted me to make sure that I knew that like he was a really good kid and that the veggie tray was her idea.
Oh, my gosh.
So she actually called you to let you know the veggie tray thing was hers.
Yes. She
She's
said
like,
she
"Listen,
was just trying to help her son on his first date.
Oh, my
And-
God. I am mortified for him.
Oh my God, I was like dying because I'm like, this was not a date. And I'm trying to explain to her, it's like, I need help with geometry. That's it. That's all.
So you're like, we were actually just studying. That's all I wanted to go over there and do was study.
Yeah, oh gosh, it was crazy. And she went on and on about how all he wanted to do was kiss me, and she was trying to help him, but she didn't know how it worked these days. And so, she was all so apologetic about the vegetables. I'm like, it wasn't about the vegetables.
Were you just stunned on
God.
the other end of the
my
phone?
God.
I wouldn't even know what to say.
I'm embarrassed.
As a kid, it's so nerve-wracking, like when an adult to call you in the first place.
Right.
But the end of the conversation, she was trying so hard. I mean, I guess it was kind of sweet that she offered to drive us to the movies if we wanted to have a date. And I was just like, no, thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, my gosh. You could have destroyed him in high school sharing that story.
No,
nice.
but I didn't have the heart to do that because, it's so tough anyway. And I remember that's why I didn't talk about it. I didn't tell him about it.
That is nice of you. That's really nice of you not to put him on blast for his whole high school. I wonder if he knows, because he didn't mention to us about his mom calling you when we talked to him.
I hope for his sake he doesn't know. He doesn't need to know.
What if his mom told him?
If he didn't know before, he knows now, because he's on the other line listening to this conversation.
No.
Yes. Trevor, what's up?
Oh, my God.
Trevor, you there?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm mortified.
I can't believe any of this is happening.
I can't believe it either. My mom's horrible.
No, she loves you.
Yeah. You got to give her that. Did you know your mom had done that, Trevor?
No, not at all. We had never talked about it.
Oh, man.
She came home and she asked me how it went. And I'm sure I probably just went to my room or something. I don't know. I don't even really remember crying. But wow.
Sure.
Wait, Trevor, you were such a nice guy, and it was so nice of you to be willing to help me with geometry. But yeah, that was a crazy day.
Well, you're still very sweet if you're able to say all that. So, I hope maybe if you want to, we can, go on a second date, another first date.
Yeah.
Another
That's better,
Brittany.
Trevor. That's better.
A better
not a
first
date.
date. I promise there will be no vegetables and there will be no, mothers.
All meat date.
It's been a long time since you guys have seen each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I'm a lot different than what I was in high school. I don't do karate. I don't wear my outfits to school anymore. I mean, I actually play the mandolin now, and yeah, so I'm a lot cooler than I used to be.
That's nice. He put down the veggie tray and picked up an instrument.
I don't even know exactly what a mandolin is.
Well, you can find out. Brittany, would you like to go on a first/second date with Trevor 10 years later? We will pay for it.
I can't believe he even remembers me. It would be fun to catch up. I mean, what about like lunch or something like that? I think that could be fun.
Okay, no pressure.
Lunch, of course I'm going to have lunch with you. That would be fantastic.
All right. Well, awesome. Congratulations, Trevor.
Wow.
I don't know if we can call this a date yet, but at least you get to go out with Brittany.
It's a catch-up.
It's a catch-up.
It's ketchup.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
This is really fun. This has been a
welcome.
great day.
You have to call your mother and chew her out for that whole incident.
Tell her I said hi.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 that says, of all the second date updates you've done, you have to give us an update on today's second date update when you find out more about it. If you missed it, this dude Trevor wanted to call a girl named Brittany. They went to high school together. He hadn't talked to her in like 10 years.
Yeah.
They had one moment in high school where he asked her if she would tutor him on some stuff because he had a big crush. Or I'm sorry, she asked
Other way
him
around.
if he would tutor her because he had a big crush on her. She was like the hot girl. He was kind of like a nerdy dude. He went over. She came over to his house, and he got nervous, so he called his mom
Oh, such a
and was
bad
like, "What do I
move.
do? Like, I really like this girl. I don't want her to leave." And his mom was like, "Make her a veggie platter." Every woman loves a
Such
veggie
a
platter.
mom response.
And-
It is. It is.
Made her a veggie platter and everything else, and she left and barely remembers the night. And so he wanted to call her and ask for a date, a second date. I use that in quotes because they never really had a first date. After 10 years of not talking to her because he found out that she was recently single.
And all he got was lunch.
Yeah,
So I don't know. I mean, yeah, but I don't know how exciting the update from lunch
Yeah.
is going to be.
she agreed to go to lunch with him, but it didn't sound like she was super interested in him romantically. But regardless, they're going out, and we'll try to keep you updated on their situation because it's pretty hilarious. Just the idea of going to call your mom. Just, Mom, what do I do? Every girl likes veggies, trust me.
They can never eat veggies on the date either.
No,
like,
yeah.
You can never have an appetizer.
If they bring out like a platter with some carrots and stuff on it, both of them are going to be like, this is awkward. We can't do this again. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update could go very well or very poorly.
Why this one?
Because the dude that emailed us explained the date as the date of his life.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
His name's Trevor. Trevor, what's up?
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Oh.
All right. How are you?
Good. Your email that you sent us described the date that you went on as the date of your life.
Yes. It was like my life had turned into one of those ridiculous romantic movies, like Serendipity, the John Cusack. I mean, it was just, it was insane. I know.
Okay.
It sounds so corny, but it was.
So
it was
you had-
totally insane.
Why don't you tell us about your rom-com date?
I was at lunch with a friend at the Seattle Center, and I saw this girl, like, she was eating lunch at another table.
Trevor, I don't mean to stop you, but the way that you described it, now everything you say, I've just got a scene from a movie in my head.
Violins
All right.
playing in the back.
Yeah.
So she was eating lunch at another table.
She was eating lunch at another table, and she was probably the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. I mean, she was just gorgeous, and I couldn't hear her talking with her friend she was with, but every so often I would hear her laugh, and she was just, it was
Jubal,
insane.
give the man a chance.
Trevor, I apologize. I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah,
I'm
he
just-
has a.
I understand because I feel a bit ridiculous, but it happened.
You asked her out.
I just decided, what the heck. I went over and excused myself and said, didn't want to interrupt, but you are literally the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life.
It's
and
kinda cute.
I would love it if you would go out on a date with me.
It's
And-
kind of cute.
And she said yes.
Well, she kind of laughed, and she said she was flattered, but she was only in town for a few days.
Okay.
And I said, that doesn't matter. Let me take you for a night out on the town and show you what Seattle's all about.
All right.
So we set up a date for the next night, and we just went down to the Pike Place Market. Place was all lit up at night, and We we had these little French pastries that are like covered in like powdered sugar.
Oh, those are so good at the
And
market.
so of course I get it like all over my face, and she just laughs and she wipes it off my face.
Dude,
couldn't have been more adorable. I mean, come on,
right there was that's
Oh
a
my
scene from a
God.
montage in a movie, man.
I'm going to start writing this up, and we're going to make royalties off this story.
All right. So how did the date end?
We ended just at a park, and I was just feeling, and it was a clear night that night, so the stars are out, and I start getting a little corny, and I had this little
Start
night.
now?
You continue.
I try to carve our initials in a tree, which is I'm a total failure at. But because my pen knife is like worthless. But but of course she thinks it's hysterical.
Let me go back there for a second there, Trevor. One, you carry around a penknife. Two, you try to carve your initials in a tree on a first date.
This is how amazing this girl is.
And she laughed. She was into it?
She was into it. She thought it was cute and ridiculous, and and then to top it all off, I just jumped on top of the bench that we were sitting on, and I just announced to the world, I love this woman.
You did not.
And,
you did like the jewelry commercial thing, like where they're standing there and I love this woman.
The Tom Cruise on
Exactly.
Oprah's couch moment.
More importantly, you used the L word.
Because she was amazing.
What
can
did
I
she say? What did she say at the end of the date?
She said she had a great time, and kissed me goodnight, and then she went home.
Vanished into the dark.
I still feel like you're screwing with us, dude.
No, I swear, it was the most ridiculous date of my life. Okay. I sent her a message the next morning, and I called and left her a message, and she's not calling me back.
Where does she live?
She was from Detroit. She was in town from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it was such an amazing night. I'm willing to go out to Detroit and see her. I'll go wherever she is.
You get one shot at love, and he found the love of his life, told everybody at the park.
You do realize
Then you love
Jubal's
her?
making fun of you right
Not
now,
at all.
right?
Not one bit.
You know what? That's fine because it was the most ridiculous night of my life, and obviously it is fate, and I've got to track this girl down wherever she is.
Okay.
Don't let our cynicalness get you down.
Well, Trevor-
I support you.
Trevor's a listener. He knows. I mean, at least you know that we were going to rip on you a little bit, right?
Yeah. Well, I knew I was in for it, and I knew the story I was going to tell, so I just knew that it was going to be never ending.
I'm excited to talk to her.
But it's worth it.
I'm excited to talk to her.
I'm excited to talk to her too. She sounds like a wonderful, wonderful person.
She may be the love of my life as well.
Trevor, all right, we're going to call her right after this.
Okay.
And see if we can get her on the phone and ask her why she hasn't gotten back to you.
All right.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Just reminding everybody joining us, we are replaying one of the most talked about second date updates ever. Why? Because after the segment airs, we're going to talk live to Trevor and Alexandra and find out exactly where their relationship stands today. Okay, if you didn't hear the first part of the second date update, I'm not going to go into nearly as much detail as Trevor did about his date. But Trevor met a girl named Alexandra who's from Detroit, actually, showed her around Seattle. A couple of the highlights, took her to a park, tried to carve their initials on a tree, ended up jumping up on a bench in the park and exclaiming that he loved her after they kissed. Basically like a romantic comedy, not even a romantic comedy, just a romance novel.
Yeah.
Would that be an okay description, Trevor?
Yeah, I'd say so.
No, Trevor, she's from Detroit, so you're totally willing to make a long-distance thing work.
Absolutely.
We're going to call her right now, get her on the phone, see if we can get an answer why she's not calling you back. And you can jump in whenever you want to talk to her.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Alexandra, please?
this is Alexandra.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. I'm sure you probably have no idea who we are.
No.
Okay. We host a morning radio show in Seattle,
Okay.
and we wanted to call you to ask you a couple questions about a mutual friend.
Oh.
When you were in town here in Seattle, you met a guy named Trevor,
Yeah.
and you guys had a kind of an evening out together, right?
Yeah. Oh my
And-
God.
Things just get more intense
Yeah.
with Trevor, don't they?
We're calling to ask you,
why you haven't called Trevor back.
You're calling to ask me why I'm. This is weird.
I know.
Is it any weirder than your first date? Come on.
Here's what this is. We do a thing on our show called the Second Date Update. We're basically just calling you to ask you why you haven't gotten back to him.
Oh, well, I mean, it's really hard. I'm in Detroit.
Did you like him when you went out with him?
Yeah, I did. I mean, at first I was like a little bit, it's not what I'm used to, like someone being so intense so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as long as he wasn't like 100% serious about jumping up and declaring his love on a first date, like if it was just kind of for fun, I had a really good time.
But, you know, you say it's just because of long distance, but didn't Trevor make it completely clear that he would do anything to make this relationship work?
Yeah, he did, but it was a first date.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I lived in Seattle, maybe things would be different.
Okay,
I
so
don't
it's,
know.
Alexandra, it's solely the Detroit-Seattle thing that you don't live here. That's it.
I would definitely, if I lived in Seattle, go out with him again.
Okay.
Alexandra, the distance shouldn't matter.
I know, but I like
Alexandra,
that
this is Trevor.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were on the phone, too. Oh, my God, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah. No.
Trevor is on the phone.
Trevor is smitten.
Alexandra, I think you know, I had the best date. One night, it just can't be enough. It just there was something magical there. I mean, I know that sounds incredibly ridiculous to say, but
Alexandra,
I would move heaven and earth to have a second date with you right now.
Oh, my God.
Come on,
Alexandra,
Alexandra.
you should see the faces of everybody in the room because we're all women. You should see the faces, though, of like Brooke and Lydia seriously melting. Now, is that too much for you, or did you find that romantic, too?
I have to say, I wish you could see my face right now because I'm totally bright red. I'm so embarrassed, but like that just touches. I don't know.
Yeah, Alexandra, I'm sorry
worried,
to
Trevor, that you're gonna maybe expect too much too soon. But how could I say no to?
No expectations. No expectations. If it was a fluke and our second date is like a complete disaster, you'll never hear from me again. But it's just. It was just too. I mean, I know I came on like super intense, and I jumped up on park benches and ruined trees, but it was just I don't know. It was just such a crazy night, and I just feel like you just can't let something like that just happen once. There's got to be more, and you need to go for it.
Alexandra?
Yeah?
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't know. I used to think I did, and now I don't, but do you?
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now. This is so weird. All right.
I told these guys earlier, Alexander, that I never even thought about it twice before, but when I saw you at lunch that day, I know it seemed like a line, but it was also true. You are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And if I need to fly up to Detroit for a weekend to have a second date with you, then I will come out to Detroit. I don't know what will happen after that, but something has to happen. So, if whatever I need to do, I will make it happen because you are amazing, and I want the second date.
At the end of these second date updates, Alexandra, since you're not familiar, we always pay for the couple to go out again if they want to go out again. It'd probably bankrupt the radio station to pay for a plane ticket because we don't have a lot of money here.
We could buy dinner in Detroit. Come on.
Well, I was saying dinner. Yeah, plane ticket. I said we can't do.
Oh, okay.
If he can get himself out there,
yeah,
we'll pay for dinner. And in Detroit, with your economy, it's probably like $5 anyway, right? So
it's like living in a developing country.
Oh, that's so mean.
but we'll pay for dinner for you guys if he can come out there. Would you be interested if he flies out there to go out with him?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, my God, so
Yes.
cute. We have to get an update of how the second date goes on this one.
Oh, definitely.
I think something could come of this. Yeah. I really do. I'm not a love at first sight girl, but I'm an incredibly amazing attraction at first sight that can turn very easily into love type of girl.
I now understand why romantic comedies do so well. Because people buy into them completely.
But maybe every once in a while, a romantic comedy is actually based on real life.
It has to come from somewhere.
It's not a romantic documentary.
All right. Hey, well, congratulations, you guys. Alexandra, now that you know that Trevor is going to come there, you guys have to sort it out and get back to us and let us know what happened after your date, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
God, I'm excited. I love love. Yeah, me too.
We just replayed one of the most popular second date updates that we've done to date. Alexandra and Trevor. Trevor fell in love with her at first sight. She was out here on vacation from Detroit. They had made plans for Trevor to go to Detroit and spend time together and see if the movie love that Trevor thought he felt was a real thing. Well, Trevor emailed us and said that he went to visit her just about 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Trevor, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Like
Good.
great, or like in love, great? Come on, Trevor.
So you went to Detroit. You stayed for the weekend?
Yeah, I got my own hotel and
Good man.
stayed Friday through Sunday. We had dinner on the show Friday night, and she took me out to the Motown Museum and hung out with a bunch of her friends who were really great.
Trevor, were you nervous going out there?
I was a little nervous because, that date was so crazy. Leading up to it, I kept thinking, what if it was just like this crazy dream I had? And, I get out there and it's a disaster.
Let me just recap real quick. Trevor spotted Alexandra across the courtyard at the Space Needle. The heavens parted. Birds started singing, and he fell madly in love.
Pretty
Right,
much it was
Trevor?
like hearing her laugh from across the room, and she was so beautiful.
And you guys went to lunch right there, and then you ended up spending all day together.
And jumping on a park bench to declare your love.
Yeah.
Carving your initials in a tree?
Well, I'm trying to anyway.
Trying to, yeah. I'm glad that you actually went through with your promise and went to Detroit to see her. What'd you guys talk about?
Well, what's real nice about it is that it wasn't quite the overwhelming, this is too good to be true kind of feeling that I had on that date here in Seattle. But, the connection was still pretty great. And I just had a great time with her, and I had a great time with her friends, and, Detroit was great.
You're the first person to ever say that, I think. That Detroit was great.
Hey, Trevor, I'm wondering, did you guys talk a lot over the phone, maybe FaceTime, Skype, leading up to this? Because it had been 2 months in between?
I did. We texted, a bit and sent emails and talked every so often. And so, we spent a little time just kind of internet dating, I guess.
Did you feel let down that it wasn't the same type of magic when you saw her, or did it make you actually feel better about a relationship?
No,
with her?
I actually felt better because being in Detroit with her felt real. I mean, where before it was like this ridiculous, romantic comedy or romantic movie that was just, now it feels grounded and feels like something real in the world.
We obviously know how Trevor feels about the whole thing. Alexandra's on the phone, too. Alexandra, what'd you think of the whole experience?
The whole thing was kind of overwhelming at first, just because so many of my friends knew about it, and then it just sort of grew, and it was really fun to sort of be the center of attention for a while. But it also felt so crazy, it just felt like something that was kind of unreal, and I kept just waiting for the other shoe to drop, I guess you could say.
Waiting for it to go bad, you think?
Kind of a little bit,
Okay.
and then. I don't know. It was just my friends were kind of giving him a hard time because I think maybe they were a little bit jealous.
Was there a point over the weekend, a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, this could actually work?
It's so strange to be talking about this on the radio. I guess for me, there actually was kind of a moment, and it was just when I first saw him, I had that flash of just seeing him being older, and I was there too, and then I was like, you're being crazy, so...
Are you skeptical at all about the distance, though? If you guys, you're in Detroit, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, that's an actual problem.
Have you had a conversation about that, or even about what your official relationship status is?
No.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah, what do you want it to
Trevor, ask her to be your girlfriend and tell her to move to Seattle.
Whoa, Brooke, a little aggressive.
Am I being too much?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Actually,
I just want it to happen.
Trevor told producer Boy that he has an announcement to make. Trevor?
Yeah.
Go ahead whenever you're ready. Producer Boy won't tell me what it is, but he told me you have some sort of announcement.
All right, so Alexandra, we met in January here in Seattle. I took this wild chance when I saw this beautiful, amazing woman. We had a magical date, as ridiculous as it sounds, it was the most amazing thing I'd ever experienced. And and even though it wasn't some kind of fairy tale experience, the time in Detroit was pretty amazing. And I think what we have is real, and as strong as it is, it doesn't come that often in one's life. And I do feel like it's serendipity, it's fate, it's kismet, and I would love it if you would consider being my wife.
Wait, wife?
Wife.
What?
Oh my God!
Wow.
That's how strongly I feel. I mean, it's beyond. And
Trevor, you guys have spent a weekend together.
Oh my God, let her respond.
I can't. I don't know.
yeah, Alexander, you just said that in the moments that we had together, that you flash forward to the future and saw us older together. I mean, that shows us something that we are meant to be. Please marry me.
I think I'm like in a little bit of shock.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm freaking out over here.
I've never felt this way before about anyone. I love you. Marry me.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Did you say yes?
Yes.
I can't stop thinking about you, and I saw us together, and I feel like the moment was even bigger than that, but I was a little too embarrassed to say it.
Wow.
And I want to be your wife.
I feel
And
like
I knew it as soon as I saw you in Detroit. I couldn't. I felt too scared to be able to tell you that.
Yes.
I feel like I have a front row ticket to a romantic
I know, right?
drama comedy.
This is awesome.
You have so much to figure out.
Oh my God.
One of you has to move.
One of us does have to move, but you know what? We've got plenty of time, and, as they say in the movies, love conquers all. So.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm really excited for you, Alexandra, because that means most likely you'll be moving to Seattle and will escape Detroit. Good for you.
So I think that's what is going to happen. Well, Trevor, maybe we should talk off the radio.
Absolutely. I just feel like I had to finish this on the radio, though, because it all started there.
Did that just happen?
Can we come to your wedding?
Absolutely.
You guys are responsible.
Okay, that means don't blame us later either, okay?
I plan on getting very drunk at your wedding. I'll let you guys both know that. All right, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
You're engaged!
Seattle's biggest morning show
Is bringing you
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Remember, if you go out on a date with someone and they blow you off and you want to get a hold of them, just email us, brookeandjubal@moving925.com. We will do a second date update for you and ask them why they haven't called you back.
Not forcing anything.
No. Today we've got Marshall on the phone. Marshall emailed us about a girl named Brianne. How are you, Marshall?
Hey, I'm good. Jubal, how you doing?
Good. Now, you said in your email that you and her went hiking?
Yeah, we went on a date about a week ago. We went on a hike. It was super fun. I mean, she's super athletic, so...
Nice.
You guys are like hardcore out in the rain and the mud, doing it, falling in love on the open trail.
Whoa,
What?
Brooke.
Just saying, it's muddy out. It's November.
It was a little muddy.
Brooke said you were doing it on the trail.
I know.
Did your date advance that quickly? Because...
No.
So tell us about the date. You guys went hiking. It was fun. You thought she was a cool person?
Yeah. I mean, we had a ton in common. We both like sports.
All right.
I thought it went really well.
How did you wrap up the hiking? Did you guys drive separate cars? Did you go back into town together?
Yeah, we drove back into the city. We watched the sunset before we came back in, and then...
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it ended sort of romantically.
Did you kiss her during the sunset?
No, I didn't get a kiss during the sunset. We hugged. Got a hug.
Did you try to kiss her?
Not explicitly, no.
Okay.
Did you put your arm around her?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
All right. Now, when the date was over, everything seemed cool?
Yeah, I mean, everything seemed fine. I mean, we hugged, so...
Have you tried to get a hold of her?
I've called her a couple of times, actually, but she hasn't called me back. I haven't gotten a return phone call.
Okay.
And Marshall, don't lie to us. By a couple, you mean like 2 to 3, correct? Not 8 to 10.
No, I'm not going crazy. I'm not
Okay, just checking. You some.
All right.
It's psychopath to others.
Okay, Marshall, we'll give Brianne a call right after this and see if we can get her on the phone and ask her why she blew you off, okay?
Okay, cool.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Marshall's on the phone. He emailed us about a girl named Brianne. They went on a hiking date, and then watch the sunset together. Very romantic, Marshall.
Thank you. Yeah.
Marshall, you must have done something wrong because she didn't call you back.
Everything was fun. Everything seemed great. She seemed like she had a great time.
And you just ended the date by giving her a hug, and that was it. And she hasn't called you back.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I try to be respectful too. So.
Yeah.
Try to be respectful. Ask Marshall.
Maybe it's because you took her hiking out in like the wet, muddy grossness. I don't know.
Marshall, we're going to call her right now and see if we can get her on the phone and ask her why she hasn't called you back, okay?
All right, cool.
All right, hang on 1 second.
Hello?
Can I speak to Brianne, please?
Speaking.
Brianne, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Okay.
Are you familiar with our morning show?
No, I'm not.
Okay. We do a morning show here in Seattle, and we wanted to call to ask you a few questions if you have a minute.
Questions about what?
It's about a mutual friend of ours, a guy named Marshall that you went out on a date with.
Yeah.
Well, you went on a date, you went hiking with him, and he said that you guys had a great time, and then you haven't called him back or returned any of his phone calls or texts or anything like that. So he wanted us to ask you why you haven't gotten back to him.
Through a radio show?
Yeah. I know it's kind of weird. It's a thing we do called Second Date Update. If someone goes out on a date and then someone ends up blowing them off, they email us, we call and ask them what happened.
It sounds borderline crazy, but really, Marshall came off as a pretty stand-up dude.
He was a nice enough guy. We had a nice enough time. He eventually just didn't seem like my type.
Why is that? Like, he said that you guys both like sports and kind of were athletic and enjoyed your
Yeah, we
hike.
had a lot of, we got along well enough that we went on this hike, and at the top, he took off his sweater, and he had this, like, massive hickey on his neck, which is just a huge turn-off.
So,
Okay, he had a hickey on his neck.
But not your type. You
14-year-old boy.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, who gets hickeys?
Hey, Marshall?
That is weird.
Is he
Yeah.
on the phone?
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta defend myself on that
Okay.
one.
Well, did you have a hickey on your neck, first of all, Marshall?
Well, yeah, I did. It was not like a hickey. It wasn't a real hickey.
Okay. Define what's not a real hickey. What does that mean, Marshall?
It wasn't like, all right. So like me and my buddies were like messing around
Whoa.
the day before. We were. No, not like that.
Bad start.
Yeah.
It's really not working.
Marshall, you might want to regroup for a second and start this story over, man, because it's getting really weird at this point.
You're going further from her type.
No, like they knew I was going out on a date, and so they like started like pinching my. Like they tried to make it look like I had a hickey. They didn't like give me a hickey like that. Like they were like pinching my neck, like they were like trying to make the mark so that it would look like I had a hickey.
You're saying that your friends gave you a hickey?
Well, I mean, we were drunk, so like I don't know.
He doesn't seem to be helping himself out too much.
Does anybody here actually believe him?
No, I don't. I think Marshall's full of crap.
I would believe you, Marshall, but I'm not sure that makes your story any better. I might almost own up to the hickey at this point.
Marshall, you're a great guy and all, but I mean, either you had a hickey from a woman or you have really odd friends that I really probably don't want to meet.
I guess most importantly, Brianne, do you believe Marshall?
No, not really, but
All right. So, to completely come clean, I was wasted at a bar and I met some girl, and we made out, and she like attacked the hell out of my neck. I don't even remember her name. Like we left, and I haven't seen her since.
Okay.
I really do like you, Brianne, and I just didn't want you to think that I was like some kind of playboy or something like that.
Well,
like, that's not.
Marshall, now you're dishonest after one date.
Well, everyone is dishonest on a date, right? Like,
He's right. He's right on that one.
Brianne, how do you feel about, okay, so Marshall admitted it was from a girl, like you were drunk at a bar, whatever, it happens. At the end of these, we always ask if you guys will go on a second date. We'll pay for you to go on a second date. I'm assuming Marshall wants to go out. Brianne, would you go out with Marshall again? We'll wait till the hickey heals. And then we'll pay for you guys to go on a second date.
yeah, it's just not my thing. Like, that's cool, and I appreciate you being honest, I guess, but...
So you liked him other than the hickey, which I guess is kind of understandable. If I took a girl out and I saw she had a hickey, it'd kind of weird me out.
I feel like it's like the modern day Scarlet Letter.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
If you want to know if you're absolutely terrible at dating, this is the one way to do it. Second date updates. Again, if you go out with someone and they blow you off and you want to find out why, just email us. We'll call them for you to get to the bottom of the problem. We've got Becky on the phone right now. She emailed us about a guy named Xavier. Hi, Becky.
Hi, Jubal.
What's going on?
Congratulations, Brooke, also.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I dated a lot before I found one to get married to, so don't you worry. I had a lot of no callbacks in my life.
Yeah. Unless the issue with Xavier was that you told him you wanted to get married right away, then we didn't even need to call him.
Hey, I'm trying to make her feel better about the situation, all right? I've been there. That's all I'm saying, Becky. I've been there. What happened?
So I met Xavier last week at church, and we went out one night, and we went to dinner. It was a great dinner. I mean, he was just so sweet. He paid for dinner and everything, and we went back to his house afterwards, and
Prayed all night, didn't you?
Okay. Right. We didn't do it,
yeah, but
which is something that I really didn't want to do, but we did do a little more than kissing.
A little dry hump
and,
action.
It was really weird because at some point he just stopped and kind of stopped the whole thing and was like, I gotta go, I gotta be somewhere tomorrow morning. So I was like, okay, well, and he was like, yeah, I'll give you a call. And I don't know, it's been like a week now, and I'm just wondering what happened.
Okay. Have you tried to get a hold of him?
No, because if he wants to date me, I would assume that he would call me. I kind of want to be courted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could he have had a midnight church service that he was going to? Prayer
Boom.
circle?
Lydia got it, didn't she? And you're upset because you weren't invited. Okay, Becky, we're going to call him right after this. We're going to ask him why he hasn't called you or anything.
Okay.
You'll get your second date update next.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Becky emailed us about a guy that she went on a date with who she met at church. His name's Xavier. They had dinner, went back to his place and kind of fooled around a little bit. And then, I don't know, a certain point, you feel like he got freaked out, Becky?
I don't think he got freaked out. I hope not.
He just stopped what you guys were doing and said he had to go.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. And then he was a good kisser. You'd kiss him again.
Oh, he's a great kisser.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you're into it. Becky's into it.
Okay, we're going to call him right now.
Hello.
I was looking for Xavier.
This is he.
Hey, man, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Oh, yeah, I know you, man, but you're the prank guy.
Yeah, I am. I'm
oh,
the prank.
Nah, man, I don't want it, man.
I don't want it.
This is not how a phone tap usually starts. I don't usually introduce myself right off the bat. I'm calling about something else, Xavier. I just want to ask you if you know a girl named Becky.
Yeah, she looks good. I know Becky.
Okay.
She looks good.
Yeah, I know Becky.
You met Becky at church, right? Like you guys went on a date a week ago?
Yeah, we hung out once. We had drinks. We had a little bite to eat. Got to know each other. Did our thing. You know what I mean?
I like you, Xavier. There's no question about you're not even asking why we're calling. You're just like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, why?
My question to you is why haven't you called her back after you guys went out?
Oh,
Now you're hesitant.
No, man. It just wasn't. It just wasn't right. Sometimes Yeah.
Xavier.
Xavier, sometimes yeah is not an answer.
Here's the deal. Help Becky to understand maybe what went wrong so that she can learn from it.
I don't want to talk bad about nobody. She's so sweet.
Okay.
But I think she got commitment issues. She might be seeing somebody else. She's got,
Xavier, let me stop you right there. What do you mean commitment issues and attachment issues and all that?
Okay, so we making out. We're doing our thing, whatever. I get down around, around her back a little lower. she had a tattoo of this dude's name on her back. Like she's a pirate. Like she's a sailor.
She's a sailor.
She's a pirate.
Okay, so she had a tattoo of another dude's name on her. And is that when you stopped making out with her when you saw that?
Yeah. I'm like, whose property is this? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, what? You know what?
I'm sorry. Wait. That's why you haven't called me back?
Hello?
Xavier, that's Becky. She's on the phone with us right now. Go ahead, Becky. Ask him a question.
So you just saw my tattoo on my back, and that's why you didn't call me back, because I had a name on there.
Yeah, somebody else's name. Like, what's that about? And that's only just what I saw. What other names you got all over your body?
Well,
Xavier.
You know, first of all, maybe you should ask me what it meant. Yeah, it's a guy's name, but it's my grandfather's name. That meant a lot to me.
Ooh.
Becky, did you get your grandfather's name tattooed on your ass?
It's not directly on my ass.
It is like
somewhere
up
kinda
on your.
hidden
It's like up on your ass. And tell me why is that? You know what I mean? Like that's just weird in itself.
That's a little strange, Becky.
Yeah,
That
a
is
lower
a lot.
back tattoo of a family member. Normally, those are known as tramp stamps. I don't know why you would put a family
Yeah.
member on your lower back.
That's a little odd. Okay.
I don't think it is. You know, my grandfather meant a lot to me, and
Okay.
that's. I mean, it's somewhere hidden. I didn't want it to be somewhere just blatantly out in the open.
Becky,
man.
how would you feel if Xavier had his grandmother's name tattooed on his ass?
I get what you guys are saying, but it wasn't on my ass. It's not on my ass. It's a little bit above.
Yeah.
It's just above there.
It's a little top
more
cheek.
It's more tasteful than that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, the show will pay for you guys to go on a second date if you want to. Becky, would you want to go out on a second date with Xavier?
Yeah, I would want to go out on a second date, but I just hope that next time, if he has an issue, he would just ask me.
Is that all the tattoos you got? I mean, I don't
No,
expect nothing else.
I have one more that's behind my neck. It's my mom.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
saw that one. That's cute, though.
He likes that. All right. Xavier, knowing now that it's her grandfather's name and it's not completely on her ass.
Man, I don't know. It's really close to her ass, yo.
Hey, Xavier, think of it this way. It says a lot that family is important to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Xavier, you play your cards right. Your name could be the next one on her ass.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We've been doing second date updates for a long time, and we've heard a lot of corny, cheesy pickup lines. But today's involved violence, and that's why I'm into it. Corny and violent, I'm definitely down. I want to hear about it. And that's why Samantha is on the phone. She wants to do a second date update today. What's up, Samantha? How are you?
I'll be better once we get this figured out.
Oh my God. Are you the violent one in this situation?
No. Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said no, but I read your email. It sounds like you were the violent one.
I like how she laughs at it. Like, oh, I mean, yeah.
Well, it's okay. I'll just tell you what happened. So I met this guy named Corey at a house party, and the way we met was pretty weird. He came up to me. I didn't know him. He was like, "Hey, can you do me a big favor?" And I was like, "Okay, what is it?" And he was just like, "Can you just slap me in the face as hard as you can?"
What?
He just came up to you out of the blue and asked you to slap him.
Yes. And I was like I was like, is this some sort of like weird kinky thing? It's like, I was so confused.
Dude, did you just pull back and do it, or did you tell him no?
No, I was just like, no, I'm not going to do that. And he was like, no, like, I'm not going to be mad at you. I promise, like, you'd be really helping me out if you would just slap me in the face.
Why did he want you to slap him in the face?
Well, after I kept being no, like, finally I was like, okay, and I slapped him, and then he was just like, oh, thank you so much. Now I know I'm not dreaming. You are real.
Oh, wow.
God.
What?
Yeah. See, that's what I meant.
Dude,
Corny
that is-
pickup line, but at least it involved a slap in the face.
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
That is a lot of work.
So much.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, and that's why I liked him. I thought that was actually pretty funny and
Oh my God. How hard did you hit him?
pretty hard.
It would have been awesome if you just knocked him out.
Yeah.
And you would have never been able to deliver that line.
It's like, that's
Yeah.
not how I planned it.
He was kind of really starting to annoy me, so I just really went for it when I hit him.
Oh my God. So, wait, did you guys hang out that night, or did you go on a date later?
Well, we continued talking that night, but then we did end up getting coffee the next weekend.
Was there any slapping or hitting involved in that?
So,
Okay.
not that time.
Okay. How was coffee with him then?
I was having a good time. I think he was, but then he did have somewhere he had to be, so
Oh.
we only hung out for maybe like an hour.
But that's kind of a long time for coffee.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. And then we did end up actually going out a second time after that.
Oh, good.
So this is like a third date update for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was the second date that wasn't that great, I guess.
What happened then? What'd you guys do?
We went and we got drinks, and I don't know. I guess I got a little too comfortable. I ended up getting pretty drunk.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't a good look. So I asked him to give me a ride home because it got to the point where, like, I wouldn't have been able to drive. I was pretty drunk. So on the way home, I could tell I was going to get sick.
Oh, no.
Oh.
So, like, I told him, like, it was coming, and I was like, pull over, and there wasn't really time. So at a red light, I just kind of opened the door and, like, leaned out the car.
Oh, geez.
So you puked. Did you get any in his car?
No, I was at least really careful about that.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I feel like you can recover as long as you didn't puke inside his car.
Unless he's an Uber driver, because I think they get money if you puke in there. He might have actually liked that.
He should have fined you.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm assuming that's why I haven't heard back from him. I texted him the next day, like, I'm so embarrassed, I'm so sorry, that shouldn't have happened. You know, I'd really like to see you again. And, I mean, he does respond to me occasionally, but it's just pretty clear he's not trying to actually hang out with me anymore.
Yeah, you slapped him in the face and then puked in his car.
Not a
Sort of, yeah.
He asked for one of those
That's
things.
true. He did ask for the smack.
I mean, I know I obviously messed up, but I feel like we had a really good connection, and I deserve a second chance.
Would you give him a second chance if he was the one that had puked?
I mean, honestly, drunk people are stupid. They do stupid things. Like, I would say if I got that messed up again, that would be one thing. But I feel like anybody can screw up one time.
All right, we'll play a song and then come back and call him and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
When you think of some of the greatest love stories of all time, you might think of The Notebook, or Romeo and Juliet, or Rose and Jack from Titanic.
Yeah.
Well, all those stories had one common thing. Puke.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure puke was the one common factor in all those love stories.
That's why you ended up off the door.
And we have another amazing pukey love story today from Samantha, who's on the phone. She wants to call a dude named Corey. They actually met at a party. He came up to her and asked her to slap him in the face. And she finally did, and then he was like, oh, thank you. I guess I'm not dreaming. So it was a very long way to get to a corny pickup line, but it worked, and then they hung out a couple times. But the last time they hung out, she got a little too drunk and ended up puking outside of his car while he was taking her home, and he hasn't really been responsive since. So she thinks that's the reason he's not calling her back. All right, Samantha, are you ready to call Corey and see what's up?
I'm ready.
It's hard to believe that a guy who would ask you to hit him, that puke would be his deal breaker.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that happened while you were drunk that you can't remember?
Maybe I said or did something weird. I don't know.
You were pretty drunk enough to puke outside of the car. You might not remember saying something weird.
Exactly.
Well, we'll all find out together then.
Let's hope.
Yeah, I'm going to dial his phone number right now, okay? Here we go.
All right.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Corey?
Speaking.
Hey, Corey, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. I'm sorry, you said this is a radio show?
Yep, and I'm calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Okay, is this a prank phone call?
No, it's not. We do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and end up not calling them back after, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email from a girl named Samantha who you went out with a little while ago.
I mean, I went out with a girl named Samantha, not sure why she's emailing a radio station and you guys are calling me.
This would be the Samantha that puked outside of your car when you're taking her home?
Yeah, no, that one's hard to forget. The girl who puked outside of my car.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was like a couple of Samanthas you went out with. There was like the normal Samantha and then there's the puke Samantha. We're talking about the puke Samantha.
Yeah, no, I put that together.
You're quick.
She emailed us because she told us about your date. She said she had a good time, but it's obvious that you don't want to go out with her again, and she's wondering why.
I mean, it's not that I don't want to go out with her again. That was a bit of a crazy night. She was definitely a lot of fun, and then, a little bit less fun, mostly puking out of my car. She was a champ. She got about 90% of it outside of my car. But no, that wasn't why I hadn't been getting back to her.
I knew it.
I do like her. We did ultimately have fun, and she was pretty cool and everything. It's
Well,
just...
if you don't like her, then why not give her another shot to do something else in your car?
Well, generally not opposed. It's just that I screwed up, and now just isn't a good time for another relationship. And
you screwed up.
Wait a minute. Were you cheating? Was she like a side piece and she didn't know it?
No. I'm not married. I'm not in a relationship. She wasn't my number two.
So you're single then?
Yeah, just most all of my time is taken up right now, and I really shouldn't be starting another full-time thing right now.
Wait, so you're not in a relationship, but all your time is taken up?
Yeah, I just timed this wrong because it's fantasy football season.
What?
Okay.
What does that have to do with? I don't get what that would have to do with timing.
Well, I'm like a semi-pro fantasy football player. I'm a member of 6 different leagues. It's all very high-stakes money stuff.
Is that a thing? You could call yourself a semi-pro
Yeah, I
fantasy
didn't even know
football
there were
player?
like professional fantasy players, but
fantasy is in the name because it's not real, man.
Well, I mean, it's real. It's a game. I play it, but I also make a significant amount of money doing it.
Whoa.
Like, how much are we talking? Like, this sets you up for a month, a year?
I made $500 profit last year, not counting league fees, and that was a pretty sizable take for me.
Corey, I gotta interrupt. You're blowing me off for fantasy football? For $500?
What?
Yeah, it's Samantha.
yeah, Corey, sorry. Samantha's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you, and I guess just couldn't wait. She heard $500. I think it probably perked her ears up.
I didn't know I was dating a man with money.
That kind of pisses me off. That like for $500 that you might win in a game, you don't want to spend time with me?
It's not just about the money. I love doing it. This is my recreational activity. I mean, I spend hours and hours watching game footage and a number of different online resources that do news and breakdowns.
Why can't you still date me and still do that?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, why can't you have a girlfriend and have fantasy football? Millions of people do it.
I've tried to do stuff like that in the past, and it never works out.
Oh.
A lot of girls that I go out with say they understand, say they get it, say that it's not a big deal. But by the time it's week 6 and Antonio Brown goes down with a leg injury and I'm freaking the hell out and I'm just looking for support and comfort, and you're like, what do you mean your little electronic man versus me? And you don't understand. I have to swap out these players before.
Oh, wow.
It makes it really difficult to maintain a relationship.
Okay, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to just put your phone away if it was bothering me. Like, I would think you would prioritize the living person sitting in front of you over your fantasy players.
Yeah.
Eventually I would, but this is the issue, all right? I made a mistake. When I saw you that night at the party, I knew that the season was starting in 3 weeks, and I should have known better than to approach you and try to start something up knowing that I wouldn't be available, and I apologize for that.
Okay. I've heard enough.
Well, he's trying to be responsible.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
at least he's like trying to think ahead to be like, I don't want to cause Samantha frustration when I start getting into fantasy football season and all my time is taken up.
Yeah, and Samantha, I did enjoy it, and this is good for you. You don't have to put up with me doing all of my statistical analysis and you're watching all the games and everything. This takes the burden off of your shoulders. Then, trust me, by the second week in February, I am ready to hang out.
But Corey, why would she want to hang out with you? You're just going to have to dump her again next football season.
Yeah, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Like, honestly, this is just stupid.
See, girls never understand. I knew that you wouldn't be able to understand how important this is.
I mean, I understand. Like, I've dated guys that have played fantasy football before, but, like, it didn't take up their whole lives, like an obsession. Like, they still made time for me.
Well, maybe they just weren't fully committed.
I guess not.
Well, it just seems like, Corey, like, this is your hobby, and that's great. But your passion is bordering on obsession.
No.
you're stopping the rest of your life to play fantasy football.
Seriously, it's a computer game. Like, it does not matter in, like, the scope of life.
Excuse me, all right? It does matter. All right? This is my passion. This is what I'm into. If I were a fantastic painter and I was like, I have to step away so that I can paint this, travel to paint this magnificent vista and put it on canvas, would you be like, painting doesn't matter? They are the same thing. It's what I do for fun, and it's what I do for money. If I said, baby, I have to go to my second job, and you were like, you can't go to your second job because that means you're not with me. Like, it was $500. It could be more than double that this time.
It sounds like you guys are actually having the argument right now. It sounds like you're almost in a relationship.
Listen, girlfriends come and go, but fantasy's always been there for me.
I'm really happy for you.
I've never had a relationship that lasted longer than my first fantasy football league, which I'm still in.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Wow, how long has that been, Corey?
We've been doing this for 12 years.
Wow.
Dang, that's a long time.
That is
Congratulations on that long-term relationship. Corey, I still have to ask the question. Would you like to go out with Samantha again on a second date? We will pay for it.
It won't be on a Sunday.
You know what? Don't even bother, because I was feeling like it was my fault. But now that I know what it is, honestly, I am not interested in the second date.
What about in February? We'll do it right between like when fantasy football ends and then fantasy baseball starts up.
Oh, no.
Come on. Fantasy baseball is a joke for losers.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got it wrong, Corey. You're not a fantasy baseball dork.
Whoa, man, losers.
He's a real man.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.